A live look at Capitol Hill, where FBI Director James Comey is getting ready to testify on terror. Remember, Boston, San Bernardino, Minnesota, New York, New Jersey, in all of those incidents, warning signs were missed. And separately, there is this. The Turkish immigrant accused of gunning down 5 people at a Washington state mall reportedly had a blog with photo posts of an ISIS leader on it. Joining us now, Sebastian Gorka, author of Defeating Jihad. Sebastian, they're dancing around this one. He had an ISIS picture on his blog. Are you prepared to call this Islamic terror?
I would be cautious, and I'd say the indications are there. So we need to know who exactly was killed, the relationship to the individual. But yes, the indications are here. We've seen this before with the Boston bombers. We had the younger brother on Facebook, on Twitter, putting up pro-ISIS or pro-jihadi images like the black flag of jihad. So yet again, we have a case in which the signals were there and an individual slipped through the net, Stuart.
I find it interesting that this was revealed after the debate. It is an ISIS connection. It may be slim, but it's an ISIS connection. We did not hear about that going into the debate. We heard about it afterwards. Do you find that significant?
I have to say, Stuart, I'm very disturbed with how national security issues have been politicized lately. If you look at Emailgate, if you look at the dumping on consecutive Fridays, it is always the Fridays that we see these documents damaging to one of the candidates being dropped, in one instance, before a long 3-day weekend. So I think we're seeing in the last 7.5 years politics creeping into national security, and it's not good for any of us, Stuart.
Here's my question. If a red flag is raised about somebody either coming into the country or somebody who is already here with an ISIS connection, what do you do about it? If you're the authorities, what do you do about it? Because that person may or may not actually have broken any law. And once you start to follow them, when do you stop? I do see the authorities' dilemma here.
There is a dilemma, but think about it in terms of common crime. If there are some bank robbers out there plotting to do a bank raid, you don't wait until they're in the branch of the bank holding guns at the customers in the branch. You know, if you've got derogatory, it's called derogatory information on an individual, then you've got to surveil them. And these are the things that the NYPD, for example, has put in place. There are amazing human intelligence, human programs that help us to identify these people before they go violent. Unfortunately, these are the kinds of programs this administration, Mayor de Blasio, doesn't like.
That's the politics, isn't it, Sebastian?
Right.
I mean, maybe you don't want to politicize national security, but in this case, it is politicized.
Look, I have been told by senior agents that when they're surveilling an individual who is suspect here in America, if he goes in the direction of a mosque, they have to make a decision. They have to switch off the mic, switch off the video, because they may get in trouble themselves because their superiors say, you can't do that. Well, you don't look for jihadists inside Episcopalian barbecue tents, right? You look for them in mosques, and we have to be honest about that.
It's not funny. It's very serious, and I shouldn't be laughing about this. Seb Gorka, as usual, thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Drew.
All right.